इम्पॉर्टेंट सेगमेंट पर हमने बात करनी है वो है तालीम का शोबा, जहाँ पर पाकिस्तान में इस पर काम हो भी रहा है, लेकिन बहुत सारा काम है जो हमें अभी भी करने की ज़रूरत है। तालीम कहते हैं कि किसी भी माशरे में या किसी भी सोसाइटी में रीढ़ की हड्डी इसको समझा जाता है, लेकिन जब बात लड़कियों की तालीम पर आती है तो इसकी अहमियत कई गुना बढ़ जाती है। पाकिस्तान जैसी सोसाइटी में बहुत सारी लड़कियाँ ऐसी हैं जो अभी भी स्कूल से बाहर हैं। एक तालीम याफ्ता लड़की ना सिर्फ अपने ख़ानदान बल्कि पूरी कम्यूनिटी को आगे बढ़ा सकती है। दुनिया भर में मुख्तलिफ इदारे हैं, मुख्तलिफ तंजीमें हैं जो इस पर काम कर रहे हैं, इस पर बात कर रही हैं और कोशिश कर रही हैं कि बच्चियों को तालीम से महरूम ना रखा जाए। ख़ास तौर पर वो जो दूर दराज इलाकों में रहती हैं, फिर या तो अक़लियती बरादरी से उनका ताल्लुक हो या फिर मौशी तौर पर कमज़ोर हो, उनको चैलेंजेस हों, उसको मद्देनज़र रखकर इस पर काम भी किया जा रहा है। आज हम बात करेंगे कि किस तरह से जो तालीम पर काम करने वाली जो प्रोग्राम्स हैं या जो इदारे हैं ना सिर्फ तालीम तक रसाई फराम करें बल्कि लड़कियों को एतमाद भी दे रहे हैं, खुद मुख्तारी भी दे रहे हैं और अपने शोबों में आगे बढ़ने के मौके भी दे रहे हैं, चाहे वो डिजिटल स्किल्स के ज़रिए हों या फिर ग्रीन जॉब्स हों। आज की लड़की कल के मुस्तकबिल की मेमार है, ये समझना हमारे लिए बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है। इसी पर बात करने के लिए हमारे साथ इस वक्त स्टूडियोज़ में मौजूद हैं ब्रिटिश काउंसिल की डिप्टी डायरेक्टर मारिया रहमान, जो कि तालीम और बिलखसूस ख़वातीन की तालीम और उनको बाइख्तियार बनाने के हवाले से काफ़ी काम कर रही हैं। अस्सलाम वालेकुम, वेलकम करेंगे आपको मारिया। हाउ आर यू?
वालेकुम सलाम एंड थैंक यू सो मच फॉर हैविंग मी हियर।
ग्लैड टू हैव यू। मारिया, सबसे पहले तो ये बताएं कि ब्रिटिश काउंसिल किस तरह से काम कर रही है, हाउ डू यू वर्क लड़कियों की तालीम के लिए, और मुझे ये बताएं कि डेटा है कि लड़कियां कितनी इस वक्त स्कूल से बाहर हैं।
Well, first of all, the British Council has been in Pakistan for over 75 years and we're proud partners of the government and the people of Pakistan. We know that out of school girls is a problem globally. 120 million girls are out of school at the moment, and in Pakistan 22 million children are currently out of school and the majority of that number are girls. And we believe, and I think the facts support it, that not only is it a moral right for girls to get an education, for everyone to get an education, but also there's an economic argument as well that the more prosperous countries have more educated girls, and girls who are educated in maths, in science, in technology contribute to the economy in this digital age that's more important than ever. And in Pakistan, less than 20% of women are actually in the workforce. So, you know, if we can equip girls with the right skills, they can contribute to Pakistan's prosperity and to its future as well. So at the British Council, we have many programs, which I'll talk about, that help to address this inequality. We have the Pakistan-Scotland Scholarship Scheme, which helps to keep girls in school and also helps them to stay in education. And this scholarship is for women in marginalised and far-off communities. And we help them to stay in school, but also to pursue postgraduate, graduate qualifications and bachelor degrees. And we've helped 20,000 women across Pakistan to do this. And we make sure that these women are from minorities, they may have disabilities, and they might be from hard-to-reach communities, or from families that can't afford to otherwise send them to university. We also have EDGE clubs. We call them English and Digital for Girls Education clubs, across the world, across Pakistan.
I was about to say, वैसे आपने उसका जवाब दे दिए, minorities के हवाले से मैं बात करना चाह रही हूँ. How is the British Council ensuring the most vulnerable girls, including those in remote minorities? You have also answered in this. How you are working in a remote area, especially?
So we work in Balochistan, we work in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, we work in Gilgit-Baltistan, and we deliver our clubs, our teacher training, and our scholarship programs across all of these areas. And we believe fundamentally that equity, equality is just one of the driving forces of what the British Council does in Pakistan. We really want to make sure everyone has an equal chance in getting that education that can be so important to changing their lives. And we know, again, that if you have a disability, if you're from a minority background, if you have economic pressures, then all of these compound the problems you experience in life. So it's already hard, but it becomes harder if you have a disability, if you're from a minority.
Exactly.
So I'll give an example. With the FCDO, the UK's Foreign Development Agency, we're working on a £10 million program that works in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and the Punjab, in some of the most remote districts in these provinces. And we're working with schools to create more inclusive classrooms, to train teachers, to help them to work with children with disabilities, to help girls stay in school, making adjustments in classrooms that help those girls stay in school because they're safe, they're
Exactly.
disability
Parents
friendly.
are concerned mostly in rural areas, especially for their girls' safety. किस तरह से इंश्योर कर रहे हैं कि उनकी लड़कियों के लिए सेफ्टी को यकीनी मिले ताकि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लड़कियां एजुकेशन की तरफ जा सकें?
So, I mean, this is obviously really important for parents. One of the things, and I know Pakistan government is closely focused on this, is having schools that have the right washrooms for girls.
Exactly.
Having the right schools so that they're in the communities, so girls don't have to walk for an hour, which is very unsafe. But in fact, the schools and the learning centres are at the heart of the community. One of the things that we do at the British Council is English and digital skills for girls education. These are community-led groups that are delivered inside the community. They're out-of-school clubs. So they don't happen during school hours, but girls are taught by their own peers, so girls who are 1 or 2 years older than them, and they learn from each other. They have role models who are in their own communities. It's a safe space, and they learn really critical skills. English, because it's a language of information,
right.
Digital skills, because the future is digital, and social skills, because girls need confidence, and they need to know information about health and about safety, to make good decisions for themselves and for the community as well. So all of these things we try to do to address concerns about safety.
Right. What challenges do you face when you work in remote areas especially?
Well, we know that the remote areas have difficulty accessing digital, internet. We know that remote spaces are more vulnerable to climate change. So, for example, you have floods currently devastating parts of the country. This can impact schools, it can impact training of teachers, it can have a huge impact on the quality of education that girls get, if they even get a chance to go to school. So remote areas, it's really important that we don't just work in Lahore or Karachi or Islamabad. We really need to be in the heart of the districts where it makes a real difference to people's lives. And that's something that we're committed to with our partners. Whether we're working with the UK government, with the Scottish government in particular, or with the European Union as well, we make sure that we're operating so that our work impacts hundreds of thousands of young people across the country.
Right. As we know, economies are shifting to green skills or digital education or digital skills. So are there any programs that prepare girls to compete in future workforce?
Of course, this is more important than ever. The digital economy is booming. Pakistan's digital exports, I think, were worth over $3 billion dollars last year, in fact. And, if you include more women in that journey, Pakistan will be the better for it. So what are we doing? I mentioned the European Union. The British Council is delivering a component of EU TVET 4 that looks at women and high-tech digital skills. So as part of that, a €10 million investment, we're creating courses in high-tech and digital skills that are going to be internationally accredited. And we're going to have centres of excellence in Peshawar and in Balochistan as well, that will, in Quetta, in fact, that are going to be accessible to women. They're going to have courses in robotics and AI, and they're going to be tailored so that the courses are flexible and women can access them. So we've thought about where they'll be, where more women can access them. They're going to be courses that are disability friendly. And they're going to equip women with the skills that they need, because actually less than 10% currently of TVET centres in Pakistan address digital skills, high-tech digital skills. So we think this is really important. We think women need to be involved in the digital skills industry. Right now, less than 16% of women work in the IT industry, and we can help to improve that. So we're hoping in the next few years, thousands of women access these centres of excellence. Inshallah, and these courses.
All right. मानिए नॉर्मली हम देखते हैं कि कुछ बच्चियां जो स्कूल गाँव में होते हैं या दूर इलाकों में होते हैं, मैट्रिक तक एजुकेशन कर ली, ठीक है, इसके बाद आप घर बैठ जाएं, वहाँ तक पढ़ाना और उसके बाद फर्दर हायर एजुकेशन की तरफ नहीं भेजते, उसमें ब्रिटिश काउंसिल क्या रोल प्ले करिए?
So, thank you for that question. The important thing is, we know that the longer a girl stays in education, the better her family will be. So she'll have healthier children, the community will be richer, she'll make better choices for herself in the future. So we have found that when we do an Edge Club in a community, more girls go and stay in education, they go to university. If we offer scholarships, and we've offered 2,000 scholarships to women through the Scottish Scholarship Scheme, those women will stay in school and they'll complete their their postgrads and their bachelor degrees. If we encourage girls from a young age to broaden their